Hello, good morning. Take a breath. Welcome to Ignite Your It Factor Part 2. So today we are talking about trust and presence. This live series is especially for actors to help you to create next level confidence in your auditions and your bookings. So we had day 1 yesterday. If you missed it, you can catch it. The recording is on my profile. So you can find that. Yesterday, we talked about really loving and accepting exactly yourself as you are, where you are, and owning who you are and owning your acting career so far. Today, like I said, we're talking about trust and presence. If you don't know me, hi, I'm Rachael Ferrera. Nice to meet you. I am a Broadway and TV actress. I am a transformational speaker, and I am a spiritual teacher for actors. So I'm really excited to be sharing with you here today. I've spent really over the last decade, more than a decade, really studying and exploring energy healing and meditation and metaphysics and, just many, many different ways of healing. And I've spent the last several years working with actors and creatives to help them to use these tools to expand their lives and expand and up-level their careers. So I'm really excited to be here with you today. And before we dive into trust and presence and all the things I want to share with you, I would love for us to take some deep breaths, just like hang with me here, whether you're watching live or on the replay. This can be interactive. Feel free to comment along as you go. Let me know how things are hitting for you. And I just want you to know, stay with me if you're an actor and you have any sense of feeling anxiety in the uncertainty or in the in-between moments or feelings of behind, you wanna be here for this. I'm gonna share some tools with you. All right, let's take some deep breaths. If you can do so safely, go ahead and close your eyes. If you're not driving, if you're not operating heavy machinery, let's close our eyes. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Deep breath in, just becoming present exactly where and as we are right now in this moment, knowing it's perfect. Release. One more deep breath in, just opening up to the infinite possibilities of this time we're spending together today. Knowing even if you're watching the recording of this, we are here together. Release. And take maybe 2 more deep breaths on your own time, just feeling the rhythm of your own breath, just noticing it, no need to fix or change anything. Knowing all is well. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. How did that feel? Just notice if you feel any different than when you came in, than when you started watching this. Do you feel any different? Did anything shift just in taking a few deep breaths? Sometimes it can make a world of difference, actually. Okay, so today I have notes over here. Just if you see me looking over here, I'm just checking my notes to make sure that I share with you. Okay, so today we're talking about trust and presence. Before we dive into that, I also want you to know that next week I'm running a free live masterclass on Zoom for actors. It's called 5 Ways to Activate Your Booking Superpowers. And so, these 3 days, this live series is going to be super powerful. And also we will go even deeper in that masterclass. So if this work is resonating with you, join me next Tuesday, June 14th at 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Pacific for that as well. But today, right now, this present moment, we are talking about trust and presence. Whew, take a deep breath. Let it go. Why is this important? Well, I really believe that trust and presence is really like at the center of everything. The answers, all of the answers that we desire live inside of a space of trust and presence. Anything that we're trying to figure out, anywhere we're trying to get to, we will get there from where? From the present moment. And the more present that we are in the present moment, the more easeful our journey will be. And a lot of times the more efficient our journey will be as well. But it really is about getting present and trusting that everything is unfolding exactly as it is meant to. Trusting that everything is unfolding exactly as it is meant to, regardless of how things look, regardless of if you went for something and the outcome isn't looking the way that you had hoped. Just knowing that everything is unfolding as it's meant to. And I know that sometimes this is an idea that we hear and it's like, okay, but how do I do that? Right? How do I do that? And if that's you, just stay with me. We're gonna give you some tools and come to that masterclass next week too. We'll give you even more tools around this. Okay, take a deep breath. Let it go. Deep breath. Let it go. Deep breath. Let it go. It's really funny. I knew that I was going to talk to you all about this today. And my last 24 hours has been quite the exercise in trust and presence, which I will share some of that with you in a bit. But, if you follow me, you're probably like, that's not where you usually are for your live streams and whatnot. It is not. That is true. And I will share more of that with you in a bit. But it has definitely been an exercise in trust and presence over the last 24 hours. Okay, so trust. When we are not exercising trust, if you could use like a bit more trust in your world, you might feel like uncertainty feels really uncomfortable. Or like dealing with the unknown is really hard. So that especially might come into play during those in-between moments when it's like, okay, maybe you just got off a job or maybe you're just getting off of a job and you're like, okay, but I don't actually know where my next one's coming from. Like, I don't know. Maybe you don't have something booked and lined up to be your next project, and that might feel like really uncomfortable and even anxiety inducing, right? You might feel like you are behind. That's something we talked about yesterday as well. But I really feel like trust and presence is like the antidote to that feeling of being behind. Getting present with where we are. And then like yesterday, loving and accepting it. And then also trusting that everything is unfolding in perfect timing. So without trust, you might really, really feel tension in a feeling of like, oh my God, I'm behind. I'm not like as far as I want to be. I'm not, maybe I thought by this age I would have done, I would have reached this milestone in my career, right? Like something like that if you have thought, or in your life, like that can show up in your life as well. And so then it can also almost like start to create anxiety or urgency that it's like, oh my God, okay, like, well, I'm obviously behind, so like I can't calm down. You notice this like in day to day sometimes when it just feels like there's a lot to do. Maybe there's a little bit of a sense of overwhelm and there's just a lot to do. Then there comes this like sense of urgency, like, as if you don't have a second to even like breathe or stop until you finish all of the things. When even in like the micro, right? Like in like the day to day when you're trying to get like tasks done and there's just a lot happening, even in the micro, it feels counterintuitive, but if you actually take a moment and get really present, trust, everything's gonna get done here. I don't know how. I don't need to know how right now, but I'm present and everything is going to get done. Like even taking 60 seconds, it's 11:11. Oh, I just happened to look up 11:11, angel numbers. I love that those showed up like literally as I was talking about the power of taking that moment to like plug into presence. So we're just like kind of doing that for a second here. It just felt like those angel numbers, it just felt like an invitation to really actually right now just plug into presence, which we were going to do in a bit, but I'm feeling like just allow this space to be present, to get present. Knowing your breath is enough. Breathing is enough. Being is enough. Breathing and being is enough in this moment. It is safe to take the time to get present. Through presence, we will find our next best steps. Tomorrow we'll be talking about intuition, which is really powerful, and also it's really difficult to tune into our intuition, which like holds all the answers, if we're not present, if we're frantic, if we're all over the place. It's really difficult to hear what that intuitive voice is trying to show us, right? So it's like step one, accept exactly where you are. This is yesterday that we talked about this. Accept exactly where you are. Step two, get present. Get present and trust that everything is unfolding in perfect order and in perfect timing. Step three, which we'll talk about tomorrow, tune in to your best next steps. So like anytime that you're feeling stuck or stagnant, that's actually the formula. And I am just really good at teaching the how around all of these things, around self-love, around trust, around intuition. But how do I actually do it, right? And I'm really good at helping you to implement practices, to cultivate practices that help you to strengthen your muscle of self-love, to strengthen your muscle of trust, to strengthen your muscle of intuition, your ability to tune into your inner guidance system. And then trust, back to trust what it's showing you, trust what comes up, trust what it's telling you to do next, which sometimes might be nothing, which can feel really uncomfortable if you are like, but I feel behind. And it's like, I'm like getting nothing. I'm not supposed to do anything. Really? I'm supposed to rest? What? But it's like, no, you've got to trust it. You've got to trust it, and just trust that like everything is always unfolding in perfect time, even if you don't know why. Even if you don't know why. So I'm in a different space today because yesterday, shortly after our live stream, or the live stream that I did with you all yesterday, the plumbing in my place went a little bit nuts, and they couldn't come fix it right away. And so I had to pivot and, find a space to be where the plumbing was working. And thank goodness, in a series of like just kind of synchronicities and just things just working out, I'm able to be here. Shout out to my friend Tina and my friend Michael. Thank you for letting me use your place while you are away. I appreciate you. So I'm here, and I really had to practice trust and presence, because I'm like, when I'm, sharing a lot with you all, it's nice, it's comfortable to be in my own space. And it's also nice and comfortable when everything in your home is working as you expect it to. And to just like not have to deal with extra things, to not have to deal with like packing up your stuff and like going across town, to not have to deal, like it's it's nicer. It feels initially like nicer to not have to deal with any of that. And so I was really yesterday having to exercise trust and be like, okay, I don't know why any of this is happening or why it's happening right now, but I trust that it's all unfolding perfectly, and just be present with where I was, present with what was happening. I really went like deep breathing, looking around, like what do I see? I'll talk to you more about that in a minute, but just like really doing some presence practices to plug myself into the moment so that any anxiety or stress in my body could fall away, and so that I could problem solve with like, clear cognitive function, clear and optimal cognitive function, and problem solve. And so, that's how I ended up here in a situation that, like, in this space that's actually really lovely. It was like so lovely to be here, and everything's gonna be solved, soon at my house. And it's all good. It's fine. But I had to really practice that trust and that presence. Deep breath. Let it go. Deep breath. Let it go. Can you exercise 1% more trust? Can you get 1% more present? So I shared with you, in my last 24 hours, trust and presence was really helpful. And if I had been panicking and just kind of stayed in that place, I don't know, would I have thought to make the phone calls that led me here? Would there were a lot of moving parts involved in getting me here yesterday smoothly and getting everything taken care of. If I'd been panicking, those might not have gone as smoothly, and maybe it wouldn't have worked out. I don't know, but in kind of the larger picture and like related to your acting career and your auditions and your bookings and like all the trajectory of all of that, right? Like it is imperative that we practice trust and presence in that as well, because that is what allows us, like, think about what I just shared. If I was panicking, would this have worked out well for me? I don't know. Definitely wouldn't have gone as smoothly. I know that much. So if you are in like an in-between moment, like between bookings, you don't know what's coming next, you're putting in a lot of energy and effort into auditioning or trying to get auditions or trying to get representation, and you're just not feeling movement forward, you're feeling stagnant, and if you're getting really frustrated around that, if you're feeling a lot of anxiety around that, if you're feeling frantic energy around that, if you're feeling really stressed about that, it's going to start feeling like you don't know what to do next, right? So it's like, okay, I'm feeling stagnant, I'm feeling stuck, and I don't know what to do. Like, I have no answers. You might start just flailing. You might start just like doing like spaghetti at the wall, like just doing frantic things. And it's like, okay, but if you can actually get to a space of trust and presence, this is all going to go more smoothly for you. When you have that sense of trust and presence, that's what has given me, like, I am so practiced in trust and presence at this point, and I'm not like perfect by any means. It's a practice. It's a practice that I cultivate and that I've been cultivating for many years. But I'm so practiced at this. Like, this is what gives me the belief, like unshakable belief in my acting career and in all of the endeavors. Like in everything that I want to do in my life, I am 100% confident that I will be successful. And I am successful already, right? I'm just like, I just know it because I trust that everything in the universe is conspiring for me. And it is for you too. It is. It is. And so I know that the things that I am moving towards in my life are a part of my purpose, are a part of my calling. And I know that if that is true, then the divine source creator wants me to do those things. And so my life will continue to unfold in ways that help me and support me to do those things more and more in more expansive ways on higher and higher levels. And on 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 it will go. And the thing about belief, like true, deep, unshakable faith, unshakable belief, is that when we really believe that what we desire is ours, the timeline doesn't matter anymore. The timeline ceases to matter. The urgency falls away because we know it's on its way. We know it's happening. That energy makes us magnetic. That is part of that it factor, right? It's like that knowing. And so then you get to navigate your career and your life in ways that work for you, not worrying, if I make this decision that feels right to me, is it gonna have a negative impact on my career? In the masterclass next week, I'm gonna share with you I'm going to go really deep in a story about I literally, when I was living in New York, I live in LA now, but when I was living in New York and my immediate goal was to be on Broadway, I went on a vacation and it became very clear to me that it was time to leave New York. And I still was like, my immediate goal is to be on Broadway, but I'm leaving New York. And it wasn't that I no longer believed I was going to do it. I did believe it, but I also knew where I was being called. I knew I was being called to move out of New York. And so I did. And I didn't worry about, did that mean that I wasn't going to be on Broadway now, or how was it going to happen? That I was not responsible to figure that out. I was responsible to be present, listen to what was calling to me, and follow what was calling to me, and trust that I was getting trust my intuition. That's what it was. I was being called to trust and follow my intuition. And so that's what I did. Guess what? Ended up on Broadway anyway, pretty quickly afterwards. So I just, and like I said, I'll share more about, I'm going to break that down for you. How I'm going to break down the elements of a really tangibly successful phase in my career, and how the things I was cultivating to create that, because it wasn't an accident and it wasn't a fluke. And I know that because I've also helped other clients to cultivate these same practices in their lives, and then their careers, their acting careers, really, really expand and up level. And their lives just feel better. Their lives feel easier. Take a deep breath. Let it go. Good. Deep breath. Let it go. So what makes you feel present? Being present helps you to tap into trust as well. Because when you're present, you start to see hey, everything's actually okay right now. And first you can start to trust the present moment. And because all we have is the present moment ever, always, it's only ever the present moment. If you can trust the present moment, you can trust, period. Let me know how that lands. So, what makes you feel present? There are tons of things. I'm going to dive into a little bit of a practice with you in just a moment. Sipping on a cup of tea, going on a walk, going on a hike, connecting with nature. What helps you to feel present? Is there a specific place in your home where you like to just sit, gaze out a window? Okay. So again, if you can do so safely, just close your eyes with me here. Take a deep breath. Let it go. Deep breath. Let it go. Just noticing your breath. Becoming present. So how do we do that? How do we become present, especially when we do not feel present? Especially when things are feeling tense, stressful, stagnant, when you're worried, when you feel urgency. This is also like great to do before auditions or before going on set. Get present. So here's the way to do it. You can actually open your eyes now, keep breathing deeply, and just start to notice like what are your senses taking in. You can even like speak it out loud. So like I see myself on this screen. I see a ring light in front of me. I see light streaming in from the window. I feel, I'm sitting on the floor on a pillow. I feel the pillow, the texture of the pillow under me. I'm touching the pillow. It feels really smooth. I smell like just a hint of essential oils, rose water that I sprayed. I feel the inflow and the outflow of my breath. I hear like traffic. I hear traffic moving, right? So you can do this with yourself. Like, I hope you're doing it along with me. Like, what do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? What do you taste? What do you touch? What do you feel, right? And just like speaking it out loud really helps you to become present in the moment. It just like connects you to the present moment. And like I said, then from there, you can start to move into trusting the present moment. So go ahead and close your eyes if you can do so safely. Place a hand on your heart or 2 hands on your heart. Take a deep breath. Breathing deeply and asking yourself, what if? What if everything was actually unfolding in perfect order and in perfect timing? What if everything was unfolding in perfect order and perfect timing? What if you knew that? How would that feel in your body? Would you feel relief or release? What if exactly where you are in your life and in your career is perfect? What if it's okay? Just feel the okayness of your life right now as it is. Feel that you are safe right now. Feel that all is well in this present moment, right now. If you are watching this, chances are in this very moment, everything actually is okay. You are okay. You are safe. And in this present moment, all is well. Everything's okay. All is always well. In this present moment, you are safe. In this present moment, you're okay. In this present moment, all is well. Feeling that, taking that in. Now just tuning in to your life exactly as it is right now. As it is right now, without anything needing to change in your career, just as it is right now. Where is there a gift in your life exactly as it is right now? Where is there a gift in your life exactly as it is right now? What's a gift? What's a gift? What's a gift? What's a gift in your life right now as it is? Allow yourself to enjoy whatever comes up for you. Beautiful. When you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. Let it go. noticing how you feel. We just took a couple of minutes. Just a couple of minutes. How did that feel? Did something shift for you? Did something come up for you? What's a gift? What's a gift? Share with me in the comments. Even if you're watching on the replay, I would love to hear. This is beautiful. Okay, we're going to be diving more into this, into trust, into presence, into so much next week at my free masterclass for actors. 5 ways to activate your booking superpowers. I really believe that we're all like real life superheroes. And it's just about uncovering that within ourselves. So I want to help you do that because you're a freaking superhero. You're amazing. You have so much to share. We need your voice. We need your talent. We need your gifts. You're ready. It's time. Let's do it. All right, so you can register for that masterclass. It's happening next Tuesday, June 14th, 11 a.m. Pacific time. This is like live on Zoom, and there's going to be like time and space for Q&A as well. It's actually, I'm going to like share some about it. It's going to help you if you feel that feeling of behind or like you're running out of time. It'll help you release the fear that you might never get there. It'll help you accelerate that next tier jump, trust yourself more fully, love yourself more deeply, cultivate a deep sense of belief and trust in yourself and in your dreams and in your vision and in your journey. It's going to be me sharing so many tools, you guys. Like so many. So we did like a little tiny healing exercise sort of here, but we're gonna like actually go into that like not on Instagram, in a space where I can really like control the environment. We're gonna do it over Zoom. It's gonna be interactive. It's gonna be really, really beautiful. There will be practical steps for you to walk away with, as well as like deep energy healing and energy work, a transformational talk. I'll be sharing some of my personal story and really breaking it down for you so that you can help apply some of the principles to your own life, to your own acting career. I'm very excited about sharing it with you. It's going to be great. Okay, so you can register for that at rachelferrera.com/activate, or to make your life easier, just go to the link in my bio and click that. Okay, and if you do type it in, it's Rachael Ferrera, RachelFerrera.com/activate. All right, tomorrow we are going to dive into this idea of leaning into your intuition, so that you can stop trying to micromanage the trajectory of your career, and so that instead you can be clear on your next best steps and feel a sense of ease around all of that. Ease and flow. We're all about ease and flow here. So join me tomorrow. That's here again, 11 a.m. Pacific. Also an invitation for you. I want to hear what you're taking away from today. So I'm going to share a graphic in my stories that you can fill out and share with your takeaways. So I would love to hear from you, and you can also do it in the comments here if you want to. You can do both, like whatever. I would love to hear from you. So if you enjoyed this, if you took something from this, I'd love to hear, what is a gift in your life as it is right now? A gift in your life as it is right now without needing anything to change. And one way that you will practice presence, right? So maybe it's the exercise we did together. Maybe it's going for a walk, going for more walks, sipping a cup of tea this afternoon or this evening. You know, what's one way you'll practice presence and what's a gift in your life? I'll share a graphic in my story to make it easy for you to share if you'd like to. You can screenshot it and then fill it out. I'll also share my answers to those questions in my story, so you can pop on over there for those. And also, if like this is resonating with you, I really encourage you to share it with a friend who might benefit. You can, the replay will be available on my profile shortly, and you can totally just share it with a friend. Yeah, I think that's it. Is that it? I'm looking at my notes. Yeah. Oh, if you do share in your stories, tag me so that I can celebrate you. And also, if you want to just share in the comments, that's perfect. That's perfect as well. So join me tomorrow live for part 3. We're talking about intuition, 11 a.m. go register for the workshop, 5 Ways to Activate Your Booking Superpowers. Go do that right now. And then share in your stories what your takeaways are. All right, that's it. Love you so much. See you tomorrow. See you at the workshop on Tuesday. Bye.